want to welcome you to Ozark High School here in Missouri for this boys 18 Division II Class 4A Gold Ball Championship game. And we have two teams on the court ready to go, and we have no officials. So if you are on the
ready.
If you're on the
We're doing so good with time here today. I on the way over, I said we want good games that finish in the scheduled time, and we've been so good with that so far. Had a couple of good games, good comeback in the last game or comeback attempt. As would expect on this stepping up a level to D2, we have a little bit more size on the court.
And the Red River Rattlers, coached by Coach Ben Burnside and Jerry Lancaster for the Columbus Hawks. I guess since we have you on the broadcast, I like to do this every time I can, and it's been a struggle this week, but let's just go ahead and introduce you to the teams. For the Red River Rattlers is Luke Shahan, number 3, Grant Friels, number 4, Isaac Burnside, number 12, Isaac White, number 13, Gavin Woodward, number 15, Caden Blaskowski, I hope I get that right, number 20, Corbin Tyler, 22, Eli Burnside, 24, Graham Westbrook, 25, Jer Crecilius, number 34, and I think that's Evan Wilson, number 42, and Caleb Jones, number 51.
Our clock operator is blowing the buzzer there for our referees. So I will give you the roster for the Columbus Hawks here. We have 4, Drew Robbins, 10, Caden Greenlee, 12, James Salisbury, 13, Ben Carter, 14, Nat Farnsley, 21, Zachary Graves, 22, Peyton Dukes, 23, Jackson Salisbury, 25, Hunter Lucas, 33, Isaiah Perkins, 42, Oliver Hart, and 44, David Klein. So I guess we're coming together here. Have we not done our pregame prayer? So kind of probably could have done that while we were waiting for the referees, but I was just saying it looks like we hadn't done our pregame prayer yet, which we probably could have done while we were waiting for the referees.
And the Wichita Defenders just got done winning the Division III 4A Gold Ball, but the fans, as is typical for homeschool students, some of the kids needing to be reminded to respect the railings.
Yeah, don't climb over the railing. Facilities manager over here imploring them not to do that, not necessarily listening. Don't know if they heard them because they were all up there celebrating their gold ball. You're getting to hear a little bit extra from us here. A little extra airtime here at the beginning. We thought we were ready to go live. The teams walked out ready to play. It's kind of funny, the teams walked out ready to play, but they hadn't even done the circle yet. Yeah. Everybody's eager to get on for this.
They're ready to go.
Ball.
Somebody wants to go home with a gold ball.
Red River Rattlers, are they from our region, the Big South?
Yeah, they're from the Big South region. And the Columbus Hawks are in the same conference as the Northside Lions and Indy Wildcats. Coach Lancaster just loves his team. Had a lot of great things to say about them. He believes it's one of his smartest teams that he's ever coached.
And that's for the Hawks.
That's for the Hawks. And official's going to talk something over here.
We do not have a crew over here with stats or information for us, so CJ having to hustle around before the game to get rosters and talk to coaches. Okay, we are apparently waiting on a third ref, so we're going to take a break. Hopefully the third ref will be here in a second, and we'll come back. All right, our third ref has arrived, so we're getting ready to tip off here. Very, very close to on time. I think what were we supposed to be, 5:15? So,
yep.
Looks like they're running fairly close to on time at Drury as well today. Got 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter with the Firebirds up 52-28. Looks like they're going to, barring an amazing comeback, they're going to advance, win their gold ball of their division.
Hawks going to take the tip here, and we're off and running now.
Nice high screen and roll action there early. Definitely a lot more size on this court than in our last couple games.
A lot more size. Looks like the speed is going to pick up a little bit. Three is off the mark there for Columbus, and the Red River Rattlers, led by their All-American Corbin Tyler. He's going to try and lead them to this gold ball championship.
Good quick ball movement and pretty good help defense here to start.
Looks like both teams are going to deploy man-to-man to start the game. Red River going to...
I like that action they ran there.
It looked like they were trying to get some sort of screen and roll for Tyler. Deep three is long, but great rebound by Isaac Burnside.
Threes often lead to long rebounds, so you got to be really disciplined on your block out. And then on those exterior players, got to still make contact to keep them from running and getting them.
Amy, you said in the last game about shooting off of 2 feet, and that was a great job by Corbin Tyler to do that. Allowed him to get an offensive rebound. He couldn't capitalize.
Hawks definitely wanting to take threes here. That was number 14, correct? Nate Farnsley, sorry, to the Farnsley family.
So early 3-0 lead for the Hawks, and Red River again going to try and set their offense here. Oh wow, look at that three right there for Isaac Burnside.
I'm sure that was a great shot, but it looked pretty good after he took it, so that's maybe in his wheelhouse.
And a great penetration.
You mentioned a little, the speed difference here is obvious quickly. Caden Greenlee getting into the paint there.
Red River
attack.
Red River does not like what is going on defensively, I think. And so Coach Burnside with a quick timeout here just 2 minutes into the first period. That was a great attack right there by
It was. And,
the
you know, they
Hawks.
hit the three, and sometimes you get the three, the defense is thinking about extending a little bit more. But I noticed his quickness on the first possession, so that'll be something to watch to see if he gets in the paint a lot.
Definitely a quick guard. I'll tell you another quick guard that I saw yesterday was from the Texas Lions, Pritchett.
Oh, yes, they have several quick guards. They had a really great matchup with CHSA at regionals. They ended up losing, but it was a back-and-forth game and went into overtimes. The Lions, just a lot of talented Division I boys teams in the Big South. You know, evidenced by the fact that CHSA did not even advance to the gold ball contention. They're a very solid team.
So out of the timeout, we'll see what adjustments Red River has made.
Good off-ball action early.
And Tyler trying to split two defenders there.
Hawks really extending their defense and pressure out.
And you are absolutely correct. The off-ball movement is quick and sharp for the Red River Rattlers.
So we've had two good offensive possessions back-to-back for the Hawks. Let's see what they do here. Get a little elbow entry there.
Man, nice little
You're a coach, you've got to be pleased with this.
Yeah.
You scored three different ways. You had a nice three, you had the quick attack by number 10, and then a nice post look by number 44, David Klein.
And both teams coming into the tournament, or into today, short-handed. Both teams having to pull up multiple JV players. Red River really getting hit by the injury bug here in the tournament.
Oh, you always hate to see that at Nationals.
But great move there from Isaac Burnside. He's got
all five, I
all
think.
five. Another lefty right there.
Good backdoor cut. Good idea, didn't make the catch, but we don't have the benefit of rosters that tell us like what class, junior, senior, or height. But number 44 is pretty big out there. I don't know. It's hard to tell sitting down how tall, but he's got a lot of length, and he had a nice post up, so that's something to watch too.
And Corbin Tyler, good look at a 3 there, but he's short.
First to the floor usually gets the possession.
Ooh, and timeout quickly to the Hawks. Almost a travel, but the timeout was able to come in. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout. So 7-5 is the score. Hawks lead.
Did anybody turn on the cell phone?
4:24 to go on Gold Ball Wednesday. We've been handing out gold balls all day,
which usually makes for some good games, some tough competition. Teams excited about having an opportunity to compete for a gold ball. And we mentioned this earlier. I think it's worth noting again that we have multiple divisions here at National.
Yep.
So this is Division 2. We had 2 Division 3 gold ball matchups before this that I did with my partner Nick before CJ came on for the last one. And then this is Division 2. We've got Division 1 gold ball matchups tonight at Drury University. Definitely want to come out. They've made the schedule where it's really easy for everyone to come watch those. So looking forward to some big crowds tonight, some more electric games. Oh, great drive and kick by 10.
You mentioned that with that point guard there for the Hawks. He does a great job of sizing it up before making his move.
Got a little too fancy there into traffic, but I really like his ability to get in the paint. I think that's going to help them create some good opportunities today.
And the defense collapsed on Isaac Burnside, which left open Grant Friels for the 3, and that gives the Red River Rattlers their first lead of the game. And Isaac Burnside has scored 5 points, and so rightfully so, the Hawks had collapsed on him, and they're going to,
You know, I can't say for sure that I saw his feet. But I thought there was a decent amount of contact and that he...
And we're going to have a referee change here. Looks like they got to get people into the right spots, so we're back to playing basketball. Corbin Tyler, sophomore, class of 2026, averaging 18 and 7 per game. And there in the corner, another 3, this time from Isaac White.
Man, they've started hot. Have they maybe missed 1 3?
Yeah, they've got 2 threes that they've missed.
Well, almost turnover there. They've had a couple of less than ideal possessions here for the Hawks.
And they're going to get the big man.
You hate those as a coach. Like you want him to make the effort to get the rebound by getting position. Don't foul in the backcourt.
And so that's just the first foul of the game against the big man for the Hawks. And so now with the 11-7 lead after being down, Red River looking for more, and there's a pass to Burnside.
He's shooting that with confidence. He's got off to a quick start here.
And dribbled it out of bounds.
I think he had a little contact to his face here. Again, we don't have roster details to know, but he looks fairly young here.
Just the 3rd year, I believe, for the Red River Rattlers to bring a team to nationals.
I like to see that they've gotten a little more patient here. Oh, that
good physical. Oh, look at the big man.
Talk about not let somebody go where they want to. Number, I think, 4 for the Rattlers there. The Hawks were trying to cut, and he just stopped that cutter in his tracks. Probably a little bit of contact, but sometimes you can get away with that off the ball.
And there's Corbin Tyler, the All-American, going to draw the foul.
Tough contested shot. Didn't know before he said it he was an All-American, but sometimes you have the leeway to make those tough or attempt those tough contested shots, and he was rewarded with the trip to the line.
And that is the first points of the game for Corbin Tyler on the free throw. Isaac Burnside leads the way for the Rattlers with 5. And Tyler now with 2 of his own. So it seems like after that timeout from Coach Burnside in the first minute or so of the game that Red River has settled down and found some rhythm.
And especially, I think, on defense here, they gave up 3 easy looks 3 different ways early. I mean, you can't always take everything away, but you got to take something away.
Yep, another 3, and Columbus not getting the 3s like they'd like. And
as is often the case, a missed corner 3 leads to a transition layup on the other end. And who was that?
Corbin Tyler getting his 4th consecutive point. There's the big man again.
Oh, wow.
The big man again.
That move looking like a point guard out there on the outside. So we've now seen him score on a post-up, getting a pin down low, and facing the basket, dribbling in, making a nice move. It's a luxury to have as a coach, a big who can do both those things.
Good finisher, too. I haven't seen him miss down low. So the Rattlers running a 5-out offensive set here as Isaac Burnside goes up and under for 2 more. Nice move.
4 here for the Hawks for the Rattlers is applying a lot of defensive pressure. Got a corner 3 there by 23, Isaiah Perkins.
And even though Grant Friels was applying that pressure, the Hawks were able to get the 3 and keep it a 3-point lead for the Rattlers with 40 seconds to play here. Tyler going to go 1-on-2. Somebody's open.
Good patience here by the Rattlers.
Oh, wow. Corbin Tyler. Hello. I'll take 3, please.
See why he made the All-American team?
Man, he just sized that up and then was like, I can make this.
Oh, look at that nifty little pass there by the big. And is that number 10 there?
Number 10.
Caden Greenlee.
He's the All-American for the Columbus Hawks, and
he's definitely a threat, at least from the looks of that shot, a threat from the outside.
Wow, Corbin Tyler right before the buzzer.
Back-to-back 3 for 2 All-Americans.
Wow, 23-17. We'll be back. Amy Curtis and CJ Pomeroy here for the second quarter of this Division II 4A Boys 18 goal ball game. And Amy, what an end to that last quarter.
Yeah, we had 3s, 2 by the Rattlers All-American, and in between there, 1 by the All-American number 10, Caden Greenlee for the Hawks, who I had started to say before all that excitement, hit that 3 with confidence, also as a threat driving, so that's good. Nice driving kick there, just didn't get the wake there in the corner.
Very good point guard for the Columbus Hawks. And
yes. He had a really strong start, then had a few shaky possessions, but he's settled down.
Isaac Burnside for his 9th point of the game. And Greenlee's trying to answer on the way back and off of the big man.
Yeah, point guard imploring him to calm down just a little bit.
Important defensive possession right here for the Hawks. They don't want to let this lead get too far. Well, you never want a lead to get higher than what it is, but you want to keep this very close. So they need to stop, I think, right here.
Yeah. And then I think maybe a little bit patience to work around maybe pass up a good shot for a great one, make the Rattlers play defense for a little bit longer. Said this before on previous broadcasts. I think in high school the stat is something like the average team only plays defense for 7 seconds. After that, they're going to make a mistake. So if you, Juwan player can quote the stats better. I've heard him talk about, if you reverse the ball, your percentage goes up. If you make them play for more than 7 seconds and reverse the ball, it increases substantially. So I want to see some of that.
I think the only team I've ever heard of to play defense maybe less than that is Grinnell University.
Yes, with their 140-point games where they just shoot every available three.
And they want to give up as many quick shots to the other team as possible so they can come back and score more offense. Wow, look at the big man go.
Moving in transition. Might have been a little contact there. He's got to get
time
up and
to
get
run.
back.
Time to run.
I think he's maybe bleeding here. So.
Uh-oh. Oh, Burnside.
Trying to determine, is this blood or a scratch? It looks like it's just a scratch, so he can continue.
And just the first foul of the quarter, and I believe it's only the first foul of the game for...
I don't have any here on the Hawks.
So, still 25-17, and I agree with you, Amy. I think they need a good set here, and they
are definitely getting this corner three on purpose, but their percentage hasn't been great, but nice put back there on the offensive board by their big David Klein.
He is really impacting the game in a huge way.
He moves well for his size. We've seen him handle the ball a little bit, make some nice passes.
Burnside from way outside.
Feeling it.
Yeah, they're going to get him right there.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he just got another foul, didn't he?
Yep.
An offensive foul, so he now has 2. He's a major part of their offense. So
he's got 9 points for the Rattlers here in the early going.
Kind of I always encourage players I coach, don't let one mistake lead to another. It wasn't a great shot. Then you got the foul trying to go in on a rebound when you probably should have been getting back in transition. So.
Yep. The law of compounding, right?
Yep.
So Columbus with their All-American Greenlee.
Tough look there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was necessarily getting a high percentage opportunity. But then a 3, and Burnside is there to pick it up.
The bench thought that was going down. They were excited over there.
And checking in for the Rattlers is their big man, Caleb Jones. Coach Burnside having to deploy a lot of JV players. I don't know if Caleb Jones is a JV player or not, but I do know that, no, he's a senior, so he's not a...
Yeah, they mentioned several injuries.
He's played 7 years for the Rattlers. So
wow. But you said this is only their 3rd year at Nationals.
3rd year at Nationals.
It's good to have more and more teams joining. I know the Salt and Light boys for the first time got more than one team this year, and they're having the JVs having a good tournament. Varsity's been very competitive. They don't have their full group here, but
Nationals, once you get here and you see this environment, I mean, we're seeing it. We saw it today earlier with the Wichita Defenders, and we've got it here with us now. The Rattlers have a good-sized fan section deploying their drums.
Yes, they do.
And so do the Hawks, but they're kind of spread out a little bit. So.
And they're across from us, so we can't hear them quite as well. The drums are definitely right here.
Corbin Tyler, I believe, got both those free throws. I wasn't paying attention as I was looking at the crowd. But there's Tyler again, and wow.
Just a little too much for the smaller defenders there, and they've now extended this lead to 10.
Corbin Tyler proving why he is an All-American and going to be a threat for the future.
Yes. You said what? He is a junior?
Sophomore.
Oh, wow. He's young.
And they're going to get Caleb Jones.
Caleb Jones, a good attack of the basket to draw the foul, which that was Nat Farnsley that drew the foul. I guess it is on the floor. So big man checking back in, David Klein.
Coach Lancaster was
out Isaiah Perkins.
Employing the referee for a shooting foul, but ref said no, that was on the floor on the drive. And here come the
nice defense defensive play by the big man. I'd like to know, we'll have to look it up when we have a break here. Is that number 10 there? Again, Caden Greenlee.
Yeah, I want to know what class.
Yeah. We should be talking to him on our recruiting.
Absolutely.
CJ and I have been, CJ primarily, and I've just been helping out a little bit.
You've been a big help.
Efforts to get the word out about these very talented homeschool athletes.
We've got some.
Again.
That's his second three. We've got some talented ones here between Klein and Burnside and Tyler and Greenlee.
Talking to a D3 boys coach earlier, NCAA D3. Who was that? We got that.
That was Greenlee. Man.
Greenlee. So he's got 10 points here in the first half.
That was a rainbow three from the corner. And Amy, I think you're exactly right. I think their offense is predicated to get the
corner three. Yeah, it's an intentional drive and kick to that corner three. Early, they just got the drive and drive.
Yeah, right, yeah.
To the rim, but yeah. Back to what I was saying about the D3 coach, he said in Division I, he's probably seen 25 players that could compete at his level.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's impressive.
You know, that doesn't necessarily mean they can come right in and compete. Might have to have a JV opportunity first, but there are a lot of athletes here that coaches don't know about.
Isaac Burnside.
Do we know his class?
I will see if I have it.
We're going to try to get this on the break. We're definitely going to try to get this on the break because he looks young. He's long. He's attacked and scored. He's hit a three and scored.
I mean, Burnside is just 3 threes in the game. He rattled that one.
Yeah, that was
here comes Tyler.
Good idea, but couldn't quite come down with it there on the pass to the post. Quick shot.
That's just a confidence take right there. Uh-oh. I thought he was going to step into it. Has Burnside met a shot selection that he does not like?
One thing that here at Nationals you'll find is a lot of the Division I teams, especially the ones that advance to gold ball, are older. Much like college basketball right now, to win you need to get older. And so sometimes some of these D2 teams, it's not that they're less skilled or they have less talent, but they might have 1 or 2 varsity age players and the rest of them are very young, so they compete. They have to compete varsity, but they're in D2, so there's a lot of young talent on the court a lot of times. My goodness, that was a heat check, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
He's shooting a pretty high percentage from my unofficial stats over here. He's missed 2 or 3 maybe, but he's hit quite a few.
Yeah, I think he's 3 of 6.
That's 50%. I'll take those all day.
All day.
In fact, I think at the high school level, if you're in the low 30s, low to mid 30s, you're efficient from 3. Nice attack. We had an attack earlier. Number 14, Nate Farnsley drew the foul. That time he got the bucket.
And I think Red River changed their defense when their big man Caleb Jones came in. I think they did go to a zone.
He also looks young.
And there is Burnside again on the attack. Burnside.
Oh no. Looks like it's banged up a little bit, which gives them a transition look 4-on-5.
And there's their big man.
Yeah, I would have liked him to take his time and go more towards the rim there. He shot quick. He shot quick there when he could have taken his time and gone up. The Rattlers coach a little upset because he had an injured player in the backcourt. So that led to a transition opportunity, but they did not convert.
And the ruling is that if the other team does have a transition opportunity, they're not allowed to stop
Rattlers
the play.
Coach is not correct in this instance. That was a transition 3.
And there's Tyler. They gave him space, and he's proven that if you give him space, he'll shoot it.
Nice rebound out of his area there by Hunter Lucas going in to get that. Good job cutting off the defender as he drove.
I'm wondering if
confusion for the Rattlers here on what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I wonder if the Hawks are going to. I believe they're going to play for the last shot here.
As they should. Even though they're down, you want to go into the quarter with momentum. It's a long game. You don't need to get it all back at once. And that is a very nice look they got there on the cut by the big man. Nice pass there by Hunter Lucas, sorry.
Caleb Jones, he checked in this quarter, and he's been able to help on the boards once or twice, but he does have 2 fouls now.
And I think part of that has to do with David Klein being just a little bit more mobile than he is. All right. We like big men who can hit free throws. His first attempt good there.
And I'll tell you what, David Klein is an impressive player. To cut the lead to single digits. Can't do it, and it's going to go.
We're going to get a last possession here, 3.7 seconds for the Rattlers. Let's see what they do.
Think they're going to go give and go to Corbin Tyler here?
Yes. Maybe not.
Oh, they're going to look for Burnside. Burnside.
Pretty good look. Looking like Christian Leitner there.
Yeah.
Did not go down, though, unlike that famous Leitner shot against, I believe that was Kentucky, right? I was a Duke fan, so I can't remember who it was against. All right, we're going to take a break here at the half, 37-27. Rattlers are up. We'll see you in a few.
And we are back for second half action. And it has been a great game. It is a 10-point lead for the Rattlers, but not for the lack of effort on the Hawks. This is actually been really a fairly close game. I think, you know, the lead shows 10, but it feels like
definitely feels closer than that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've hit a few more threes. I think the Rattlers would you say, was it 5 or 6?
Yeah, they've got 7 threes.
Okay.
For the
Compared
Rattlers.
to 4 to the Hawks. Oh, we've got to zero out the foul count. So I did check over the break. The All-American Drew Robbins is a junior. David Klein, the 6'5" big man, he is a senior.
We're going to be talking to him.
Yeah, we definitely should be talking to him because I see a lot of potential. He still has a young frame. I think, you know, potentially he could develop into a really, really solid college player.
Rattlers back in a 2-3 defense here to start the second half. And Columbus being very patient. They like that corner 3.
Let's go. Get that ball.
So we'll see if they try to get back at it as they rotate their shooters through the offense.
Being very patient here.
Looks like the old 5-out read and react.
This was a definite good decision by the Rattlers. Early on, it looked like they were going to have a lot of trouble keeping Robbins out of the paint, but they've switched to this zone, and it's made it more difficult for him.
Greenlee can't find space there.
Yeah. Oh, and now our big has hit a 3.
He has scored from everywhere.
Yeah. He does seem to be just as comfortable facing the basket as he does in the paint. They got a good early look post up on him, but now they went to the zone to stop the drive and the post up, which I think I mentioned earlier. You got to stop something, so they've stopped that, but the drive and kick is what is there now.
So we'll see if Corbin Tyler can answer, and he does. Corbin Tyler now has 6, 8, 10, 14, 16 points, just 2 points below his average, and we're just 6 minutes to go into the 2 minutes to go, or 2 minutes into the third period.
Both Klein and Robbins with 10 points for the Hawks. A turnover, a little miscommunication there. Klein has also shown himself to be a good passer, a good outlet pass up the court. Got to kind of take foul in transition there to stop what was probably going to be a layup there by Robbins.
And Isaac White, you know, you've got to like the fact that he's so confident in that shot, but that's a couple times now where he's come down and just shot a 3 right off the dribble without running any offense. And have to imagine if you're Coach Burnside, you'd like him to run a little bit of offense before taking that shot.
But nice drive and kick by Klein there, but they missed that corner 3. They're definitely looking for that on purpose. I don't know if y'all had a matchup this year with the Village School in Houston, but they really look for those corner 3s too, the girls. And they practiced them a lot, their coach told me. Hours and hours of shooting corner 3s.
They made the Final Four, I believe.
They did. Coach Cantwell at the Village School in Houston. I don't get a vote for TAPS, the private school coach of the year, but he should be in the running. He did amazing things with that group.
Their former coach built the foundation, Doug Brotherton. Now he's at University of Tulsa. I texted Doug about Lily Williams.
Oh, okay.
Early in the year.
I bet he appreciated that.
And he knew all about her. Just goes to show that as your daughter has been posting on social media, homeschool athletes can play, and they can play collegiately. And
yes,
there's a lot of them here, just like Corbin Tyler, who we believe will have a next level future. His 3 is off the mark there. Caleb Jones fighting for the rebound. He gets it outside somehow to Burnside, and it's deflected out.
Speaking of those next level opportunities, if you're not following NCHB, I don't know if I said that right.
Yep.
I got all my letters messed up there, but if you're not following the Twitter accounts for Next Level for recruiting, the live stream, you should do that. One of the things that I have learned is there are a lot of players who played at the next level, but before social media, we didn't all communicate with each other, so we didn't know what was going on. Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice look
wow.
there from All-American to his big. Robbins with the assist to Klein, who continues to score in a variety of ways. But go follow those accounts. And be informed if you're a parent of a player who wants an opportunity. There's different levels. We're doing our best to communicate. And then go give a follow to some of our great athletes on Twitter and Instagram, like Joey Heaston, Michaela Curtis. I think she's Michaela 2024, Mikaela 2024 on Twitter. She's been posting, featuring a lot of athletes.
That's a great poke away by the Rattlers, but they can't control it.
There.
Yeah. I think Burnside was thinking dunk.
You know, my 10-year-old has a little bit of the same mentality here as Burnside on this shot. He got one up there in the paint. I don't know if you noticed.
And that's
all else, when you're unsure, shoot it.
Yep. Coach Burnside settling his team down now. They're going to try and run some offense. Tyler has been great for the Rattlers. He's going to get the and one on the jumper.
A little reminiscent of some of what we saw from Joey Heaston. Is it Heaston or Hairston last night? Heaston.
6 points now for Corbin Tyler in this quarter. He's now over his average on the year. And knocks down the free throw there. Corbin Tyler doing a great job in this game. And the Hawks, one thing the Hawks have, outside of that three from Klein, it's been a while since they've been able to get a three.
Yeah. Well, yeah, their post hit the only three.
Yep.
They are definitely, they're taking as many threes, but they have not made as many yet. A nice move there, good footwork by 14. Nate Farnsworth, I said his name a few times. He's making some contributions here.
Great move there. Went one way with the shoulder and came back around the other way. And wow, there's a little nice
good
penetration.
Play off too. Nice defensive play by Klein, and number 4 for the Rattlers.
Now, what's your take?
Frails got a little too deep.
What's your take on interior passing? Do you like the bounce pass or do you hate the bounce pass?
I like the bounce pass. I think though it is something that has to be trained, and it's a read situation. There are a lot of hands in the paint, so you probably should either be making a drop-off bounce pass, or you should be making an over-the-top pass. You can't make a straight pass in the paint. I also think, though, a lot of kids don't train enough. If you have to pick the ball up to make the bounce pass, defense can read that. You need to be able to make a drop pass and a push pass with either hand on the move. That's something Michaela, my daughter, who's going to be playing at Wheaton College next year, has worked really hard on the last couple of years. One player or trainer, that's kind of the last skill you develop, and she's really picked it up the last couple of years. Another bucket there by
David Klein.
Is that assist again by Robbins? I should have been keeping up with that because he's had quite a few. Don't know for sure he was the passer.
Well, I'll tell you what, Klein has shown us he can finish at the rim, he can finish from outside, and Tyler has shown us he's just a pure scorer.
Klein is up to 14 now.
Corbin Tyler is at 10, 14, and a charge taken.
I think that was the right call. I think Klein's got a jump stop there. I am not keeping up with fouls.
23 points for Corbin Tyler, the All-American. And he's going to come back down again here. And ball is deflected off of the Hawks.
All right, verifying there that Klein has only two fouls, so not in foul trouble, which is good.
It's been the Corbin Tyler Show. Wasn't there another show? What Mary Tyler show? Was that
Mary Tyler Moore? Is that what you're thinking of there? That's kind of old school there, CJ. Not sure too many of the NCHBC athletes know what that is. Just get a little drive and kick out.
I wouldn't even think about it until I said the Corbin Tyler Show, but it's been all Corbin Tyler here in the third period. Isaac Burnside is not.
Good defense, and then a nice steal by the big there.
And did you see the touch on his pass?
Absolutely. So we got a great steal there by David Klein, showing he can do more than just put the ball in the basket. Quick and good touch pass up the court to his All-American point guard, Drew Robbins, who's patient, goes off 2 in the paint, gets the bucket and the foul.
Man, that's just the play from Klein has been a revelation.
Again, the step up that we talked about from D3 to D2. We've got a lot of 9th, 10th, and 11th graders on this Hawks team, so they're being in Division II is not a reflection of their overall talent. Their All-American is just a junior, not a senior. So
wow.
They actually only have 2 seniors on this team, so their average age is pretty young.
There's Corbin Tyler again. He's been pretty much automatic. He wanted a call there, but wasn't going to get that one, and Greenlee's going to lead the way.
Good patient.
Corner 3. Oh, man.
Good rebound there by number 33, Isaiah Perkins. Just the extra effort to get that. Oh, I love the way Klein moves the ball quickly. And you can tell they're disciplined. They know where their shots are supposed to come from.
Very fundamental.
Yeah, and sometimes even if you don't make the shot, if you know where your shot is going to come from, your teammates know where to expect the rebound. So
absolutely.
That is good. Nice move there.
A strong finish.
Yeah.
Eli Burnside getting on the board.
And Klein did a good job of contesting there and staying vertical, not picking up his 3rd foul. Sometimes good offense beats good defense. We got a little mid-range jumper there by Klein.
Wow.
He's kind of doing it all today. Great defensive stop and then gets down on the other end. We need to be reaching. We need to hear from some college coaches for him. Be interested to know if he already has some talking to him.
I'm actually, as we're doing this, I'm texting a college coach right now.
Oh, great contest with his link there. Link there, as I said, he's 6'5". And then going to the floor for the loose ball. Sometimes that's not easy to do when you're 6'5".
Man, this has been a great game. I mean, these two teams are just getting after it.
We've got a 7-point game with 30 seconds here, as we should once we get to the gold
Absolutely.
ball.
Yep.
At this point, you've had to win 2 games to get here. You're also, should be in rhythm. One of the things Nick and I talked about, nice bucket there again by the All-American 22.
Corbin Tyler.
But Nick and I talked about, there's not a lot of games to be had between regionals and nationals, and then you either drive or fly a long distance, so you haven't played in a while.
Yep.
So by Wednesday, you're back in rhythm, though.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. Oh, it was halfway down.
All the way in. He was robbed there. He was robbed. All right, we will break with a 9-point game, single digits going into the 4th quarter. The lead for the Rattlers, but really good quarter overall, especially by David Klein. But the Hawks overall will take a break.
And we're back. What a great game we have here for this Boys 18 Division II 4A Gold Ball Championship game. It's Gold Ball Wednesday at the NCHBC National Tournament. CJ Pomeroy and Amy Curtis here bringing you the action from Ozarks High School.
We have a D2 gold ball matchup here that we're covering. D1 matchup over at Drury today is the MHEA Eagles versus the Houston Raiders. It's a close game at the half with 11-point lead by MHEA. Rattlers coach discussing spreading the floor and taking their time since they have a 9-point lead here.
And they're going to get a corner 3, and that one's going to go for Isaac White. He had a 3 in the first quarter. He now has a second 3, giving the Rattlers a 12-point lead. Winner of this one will go to the Gold Ball Showdown for Division II, which will be the final 4 teams in Division II, the top 4 teams in Division II. And
we knew one of those was going to fall because they are definitely looking for it. That is their plan. So that was Isaiah Perkins there with the corner 3. David Klein, the big 6'5" senior for the Hawks, is up to 16 points, I believe, and he has had just an exceptional overall all-around game. We've been impressed with his defense, his passes.
Oh, what a great decision inside there by Grant Friels. Got 2 men to bite, found Corbin Tyler.
Klein should have maybe stayed on his feet there.
Yep.
Probably could have contested both with his length. Oh, good look, good pass inside.
Wow, get in ball. Oh man, I wanted that to go in.
All the way around the rim.
I just wanted to go in just to reward the play.
We've been rooting for great games here that are close, hotly contested, and finished in regulation. That is our goal today, in their allotted time. I have noticed today we have had less frequent foul calls, and due to that we have had less of a foul trouble issue, which yesterday in quite a few games we had key contributors foul out, so this crew not quite as tight with the calls.
Corbin Tyler with a great finish.
He's been just a little too much for the Hawks today. Sometimes when you have 2 evenly matched teams, the team with the better player wins.
And then I was talking earlier on the referee almost.
That was a good effort. There was a good effort. He checked on the referee there. There's quite a size differential between our referee. Not sure her name, but my understanding is she is one of the better referees in the area and is in charge of supervising a lot of referees. And she's run a tight ship here the last few days I've seen her. She's very, very good at what she does. Nice block there by Farnsley. Loose ball ends up in the hands of
Greenlee.
All-American. Oh, nice.
Oh, they're going to get Klein, yep.
On the pass off. I thought he avoided the contact. They called Klein? Oh,
yeah.
So
pushing the back.
I thought they called like a charge. I believe that is Klein's 3rd foul. That explains why he was so open if he pushed the back. I did not see it live.
It was pretty noticeable, which is why I think the referee called it. Had it been a taller player, maybe that doesn't get called, but
Robin's doing his job as the point guard, and rather than complain to the referee, he had a conversation, asked for some clarification, which he received. Most good referees will have a conversation with you if you are respectful, as we should be, because they are the authority in the game. Whether they're good or bad at it, it's their job. They're the authority. It's not an easy job. It is not an easy job. I actually do my best not to yell or complain to referees. I really ask the players that play for me and the parents of those players not to yell at referees, because in the heat of the moment, I am often wrong. I will be 100% sure that a foul was not a foul or a foul should have been called, and then I watch film, which I do extensively, and realize, wasn't quite right there. So referees don't have the benefit of film.
And so down 13, the Hawks have to deploy a full court pressure, and they're going for the steals. But in doing so, number 23 is going to pick up what I have him down for as a 3rd foul. All unofficial.
I'm not sure. I haven't been doing a good job of keeping up with that.
All unofficial. We're working off of, there's Tyler. Tyler.
It's kind of a luxury to work with Nick. He keeps track of everything for both teams, which is challenging. So I'm falling down on my job here.
Corbin Tyler was able to get away there for 2 more points, and he's got 6 in the quarter.
A good extra effort by Klein there, hustling, getting.
Corbin Tyler is now up to 31 points.
Wow. We've seen some really great performances by All-Americans at this tournament. Ben Groff, Joey Heaston, Lily Williams.
Great find.
Another one tonight. I really like his patience and his footwork in the paint. Unfortunately, he was so patient there that foul, I think, is on the floor.
Eli Burnside picks up the foul. Eli Burnside has got some great muscle to him. Good size, not a super long player, but very strong. Greenlee's got a great find.
Yeah, he's definitely been in the gym.
So 15-point deficit for the Hawks. They're going to have to I think maybe now they are trying to get into the
purpose, yeah. They've got a couple fouls to give. They're going to need to foul on purpose at some point here.
May not be a bad strategy just to try and
disrupt them.
Yeah. You know, he's had a quiet half. Has been.
I don't know if he wanted that one.
I would think that. Well, let me finish the first thing. The first thing I was going to say is the quiet half has been Isaac Burnside. He had an electric first half. He scored 15 points in the first half, and he's got 0 here in the second half.
But Tyler has pretty much taken over here in the second half. Oh, that was definitely an intentional foul there by James Salisbury. One of 2 Salisburys on this team. We're continuing our trend of having siblings on just about every homeschool team.
So I think Coach Lancaster is now doing this. If you're going to start getting into the foul game, and probably a good choice to make, I think, at the moment, is go offense and defense so that guys like Klein and Greenlee do not have to pick up those fouls.
Yes. And we have 23 Jackson Salisbury, I believe, just checked in. That might be his job.
And both teams having to bring more players due to
kick there.
That's a good look right there.
It was.
Oh.
I thought he got contact and pushed him off his spot. I thought he maintained his pivot on that. And he's been pretty under control and disciplined. You know, one of the changes in high school basketball this year is that 5 fouls puts you in the bonus per quarter.
Yep.
And you are automatically in the double bonus. So that changes strategy a little bit from one-on-one. Women's college basketball has been played that way for many years, where you have quarters. You also get to advance the ball. I'd love to have that as a high school coach.
Oh, yeah, that would be,
on the timeout. But that is, you're always in the double bonus. So sometimes the one-on-one is a little easier process to get back into a game.
The one thing that I have come to dislike with this new change in the rules is what you and I are about to experience here for the next 4.5 minutes.
Yeah. 2 free throws every time.
2 free throws every time.
I will say, I don't know, your organization is pretty physical, so y'all probably foul a little bit. And I had low numbers this year. I had a really young team. I had 5 core varsity players and then some younger ones who we subbed in when needed. And so I really emphasized playing without fouling. So my team rarely got in the bonus, but I also found teams we played against who did not appear to be avoiding fouls. Did not get in the bonus either. So I think with the rule change, a lot of referees, at least in my area in Texas, were not eager to put teams in the bonus, so that we didn't get the benefit of that as much as I would have liked this year.
And the All-American Greenlee is able to knock a free throw down. And for this strategy to work for Coach Lancaster as he goes offense and defense here on his substitution pattern, he's going to need to be able to get his guys to convert on offense and only give up at most 2 points, but ideally just 1 point per possession.
Kind of a risky pass,
that was. And there's Burnside.
One of the risks when you start pressuring is, you know, a good team can get the ball below them.
Big 3 right here.
Transition. This would be a good time for some of those corner threes to start falling. They want to get back into this.
And I think they're only going to be able to do this strategy for a little while longer, because if Red River is able to come down and get 2 every time,
even 1 every time, you know, then at that point you really have to get 3s to make any headway, which of course seems to be what they're looking to get. And they're disciplined, and they all look good. They've got some shoes. Sometimes you play against somebody who makes some shot and you're like, man, I don't trust that.
Right.
I'm not going to close out hard on that, but they all look like they can make these shots. So.
And the shots do look good. They're just not falling.
Maybe one of those days. Maybe day 3 nationals. You had some hard games up to this point. Maybe your legs are not quite there. Rattlers coach encouraging strongly that his kids pursue the rebound a little bit harder because the game's not over.
I talked to both coaches before the game, and they really indicated to me how much they.
Oh,
wow.
Put it back without coming down there by Jackson Salisbury. I think those are his first points of the game, if my stats are correct here, which there's about a 50-50 chance on that, but I've got it right here. So I keep forgetting I'm supposed to do it, but I think I've got mostly points down.
That was talking about heads up. I mean, he caught that ball and went right up with it pretty quickly.
I think I mentioned my 10-year-old Addison earlier. Has not met a shot she does not like, kind of like Burnside over here. At regionals, she actually tried to get a rebound and put it back without coming down. I don't know what possessed her. She is not a post. She is she is a normal size 11-year-old kid. It was not a bad attempt, and I asked her what she was thinking. She said, "I don't know. It just happened." So I don't know.
It's called all natural talent, Mom.
Yeah. Quite a fun experience this year to go from my intense varsity games where I'm the coach and have a lot of responsibility, coaching my older daughter hard, to the fun 10U games, being a parent and just watching them have a good time and learn how to play the game. Hopefully fall in love with it like those of us who've been doing this for a while have. And we're going to go back to the line.
3:39 to play, and it has been forever to get through this quarter.
Quick check-in. Looks like MHEA is starting to pull away at Drury. It's 50-32. Looks like about a little over a minute left in the third quarter. MHEA, of course, the defending national champions at the 18U level, but they have been tested. They were tested in pool play a little bit with some closer than expected games. And last night they were really tested by a I think the relative newcomer to the scene, right?
First year.
First year. I don't know that guard's name, but he was fun to watch.
Liam Velker.
Yeah.
He shooting 50% from the three-point line on the season.
Yeah, he did everything well, a lot like we've talked about Robbins here today, but he's just a little bit bigger, a little bit more physical.
I think if you're Columbus here, you got to find a way to get Greenlee the shots.
Yes. Greenlee or
even Klein.
Yeah. Good effort to try to get a steal instead of just fouling for the sake of fouling. Sometimes kids forget that you can actually try to tie it up. Matter of fact, that was a big pivotal play in that Tennessee Heat game last night when they were in a situation needing to foul against the PT Warriors. They were able to dive on, get a tip ball, dive on it, and get a jump ball, get a possession without a foul, and that gave them the opportunity to hit that crazy shot. I don't think we talk enough about the inbounder who made an incredible cross-court inbound pass, which then led to another pass in the shot.
Corbin Tyler is just going to continue to rack up the points here.
Running out of space on the stat sheet here for writing down all his buckets. Nice look there by 23. Nice offensive rebound by 14.
And
it's just a couple of almost good plays on that play. Yeah, it kind of sums up the day for the Hawks. They've done a lot of good things, but it just kind of hasn't fallen bounced the right way for them.
And that's really all it's been, is just not. Burnside's going to try and get he's going to draw the foul.
I guess it doesn't matter if it's on the floor because we're going to get two shots anyway. We've got a lot of shots. Just when we said we're on time. we are now.
It's our fault. It's our fault.
We are now in a situation where this last 3 minutes, or just under 3 minutes, could take some serious time here. Overall, we have been more on time at both of the live stream facilities today. Drury is pretty much on time too, I think.
That is
I don't know. This might be the same game slot as us, so they're a little bit behind them, but not quite as much as us. It's one of the fun things at Nationals, those late night games.
Absolutely. 3 for 4 in the quarter is Burnside.
What a nifty move there by David Klein, using the Euro step, looking like a guard out there.
Yeah, when he gets up around the rim, he has such a soft finish.
In our last game, we had a good-spirited coach referring to one of his players as Kobe. That was a nice Euro step there.
And to the line is going to be Eli Burnside, and he'll knock down a free throw. His second free throw of the quarter, his 4th point of the game. Guess I can go ahead and say Grant Friels, number 4, has got 4 points. Isaac Burnside 7, 13, 17, 20, 22 points for Isaac Burnside. Isaac White has got 7. Corner, he almost shot it, decided not to. And there's the steal by Corbin Tyler. He puts it up ahead to Grant Friels. He'll pull it out. And the All-American Greenlee is going to foul him and send Friels to the free throw line.
We've got on the other side here, Robbins with 14. He had a really hot start. He had 10. Looked unstoppable there, especially in the first quarter, but had 10 in the first half. Only, I think, 3 since then. Only 3 points here in the second half. Farnsley has 7. He's made some nice plays. Jackson Salisbury with 2. Isaiah Perkins with 6. And, of course, the big Klein has unofficially 18. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed one there, but he's close to 20 points. I imagine he's in double figures for rebounds. He has some nice assists, a couple steals. This is a really good block. Just really good all-around game. Again, we got another corner 3 attempt.
And it's just been
a rebound there by the All-American, way out of his area. That's something coaches look for. Can you get rebounds out of your area?
And I think at some point with a 23-point lead and the shots not falling,
maybe we're going to call off the dogs.
Might need to call this strategy.
Maybe sub in some of these JV players who haven't gotten to play yet or haven't gotten to play much.
Corbin Tyler is got 33 points, stepping to the line to add to his total. Actually, now he has 34.
They're taking
and
out
35.
Robbins. I think he wanted to still stay out there and continue to fight. But it's a good time to mention that homeschool nationals, you are not done when you complete your. If you lose in this gold ball game, you win a silver ball, runner-up, and you go on to the silver ball challenge to compete. And those things play in, especially at the Division I level, in future years in seeding. So we want to finish in the top 25 every year. So that gives you something to continue to play for. And so the Hawks will get to move on and I think have a good shot to compete for a silver ball championship. Which, how many divisions, I don't know how many gold ball classes we have this year in D2, but a lot of times that means you'll be the 5th or 7th overall team in the division, which is a solid finish. One of my favorite coaches, probably a lot of people enjoyed his coaching, is Mike Krzyzewski, and I remember hearing him speak one time where he said if you measure your success at the end of the season on whether you win the NCAA tournament, you're going to spend a lot of years upset. So you have to have other measurables and improving year to year, especially for these younger Division II teams. And in his case, he said being in the hunt every year was his goal and his measure of success, because a lot of things have to go right. You know, you need to stay injury free. You need to have a good shooting day. You know, a lot of things have to go right.
Grant Friels back to the line for 2.
Sometimes you can be a very good team and just get a very bad matchup for you, which we see sometimes in Division I, where teams with the pool they play in, they're in a different pool, maybe they advance.
And that is 5 of 6 now for the line for Grant Friels.
And that is how you successfully
the big man
ward off the foul strategy there. Another 3 for, and that's for sure puts him at a minimum of 21 points. So solid performance. Very, very solid performance there. Quick check-in. Looks like 52-38, about a minute into the fourth quarter over at Drury. A matchup between the MHEA Eagles and the Raiders. Raiders have a lot of shooting. When you have three-point shooting, you can make a run. We've got a couple people we haven't seen too much in the game now. Nice bucket there by number 12, James Salisbury, getting on the board. Brother got a, I'm assuming it's a brother, got a bucket earlier. We got a corner 3 by number 20, Caden Glasbowski. I don't think I've heard that name there, and judging by the response for the crowd, I imagine he's getting an MVP shout there. So love to see it when some of these kids that maybe aren't starters but are important players. Every player on a team is important, whether the role you play is just playing hard against the starters in practice or cheering from the bench. You got him another good look there, so I think we might be 50% from the field. Can't ask for better than that. So we're going to be presenting the D2 gold ball. My partner went to get ready to do that to the Rattlers here, the Red River Rattlers. I think their third year at Nationals, so I'm imagining this may be their first gold ball. Great finish for them. And then we also had a good effort here by the Hawks. Really great performances by their All-American Drew Robbins, who is a junior. Look to see him back in contention next year. Just a solid overall performance by David Klein, who finished with 20 points. Sure, he had a double-double. Just impressed us with his ability to score in a lot of different ways, pass the ball, handle the ball well. But the story of the night offensively, well over 30 points for the All-American Corbin Tyler, who brought his, just willed his team to victory. And really, really impressive performance. You probably hear the celebration in the background. So we are signing off here. For CJ Pomeroy, we thank you for listening and watching, and we look forward to some more great games later this evening on both live stream courts.